All right, this is gonna be for water. What's going on behind the scenes as far as family drama? All the stuff you can't see. Somebody being called out. They are being judged at this time. Somebody open up the box. I don't know why I said box because I meant books. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. Hold on. What is this box? Oh boy. It's like chaos in a box or something like that. This is weird. This is weird. So this is for water. Okay, whatever it is with this box, it was rules to it, and somebody had a choice. Two people had a decision. It's like they were definitely warned. I'm not sure who these people are, but they're a duo. I don't know if it's a collaboration or a relationship, but these two people was warned that if this did not work, it's either money or death, basically. Money or death. If they didn't get the money, it would be a die off. We can say die off, physical death, emotional death, because it could be the end of their finances. I want to make sure I mix up these cards real good, though. Okay, so all of it was pending. If a person did not wake up, whatever it was, they had a time limit to do something. The time limit has expired by 2 years. Okay, so that means they were just out of sync. The risk was already out of sync. So that's just telling me that something was fated because I don't think that people would do something if they already knew that it was not fated. But if somebody knew that their plans wouldn't work, they wouldn't have done it. So it's kind of giving me that two people was put under a test just to see what they was doing. They are the answers to. They were the answers to the test, water. They were the answers to their own test. You know. It looks like they took the risk though. But I wanted to ask about that box real quick. Sabnak. That's the name. Sabnak. Discretion. I'm getting jealousy off of this card. Let me just tell y'all. I'm getting jealousy off of this card. Somebody is jealous of a person's spiritual rank. Or they're jealous of who somebody is tied to in the spiritual realm. It's different from whatever their spirituality is. So it's giving me another rank, but in another form of spirituality. And it says discretion. I'm gonna read this book, and I'm gonna read this book. Yeah, the box. It's something about chaos. They gotta open them. They gotta open a box of chaos. The box of chaos is supposed to be open, water. And I know that chaos is chaos. You know what I mean? Nobody likes chaos. But it is a lesson to be learned. Being forced into the state of flow. Nobody wants to be forced, but there's something that just cannot be held anymore. It's almost like the door and everything been braced as long as it possibly could. But see, this jealousy in this box that I'm talking about is completely, it's, okay, so this is what they saying. They saying that this person is kind of jealous for the wrong reasons. If they knew what somebody's spiritual energy or ranking was tied to and how important it is to keep this chaos locked or stop this cycle from perpetuating, it would ultimately free the people that had jealousy and envy. It would heal them if they knew that this person has to protect whatever this chaos is at all at all costs. But somebody spiritually manipulating them or tormenting them, whatever it is forcing this box to kind of open up early. That's so it's like a person wouldn't be jealous if they knew what the person's purpose was. I hope y'all with me because I'm telling you, it's almost like somebody is jealous of a person without understanding how important they are to something that's bigger than them. Okay, let me read this. It says Savnak, or also Salmak. It says Air Moon. It says restrained strength is called for. Wait for the challenge to come to you. It says Savnak's totem is the lion, and he can appear as a warrior with a radiant head riding a pale horse. Oh, see, that's giving me Scorpio energy. It's saying this chaos is it makes it. The reason I said box, I think it has to do with Pandora's box. And I don't know a lot about it. I just know it's chaos energy, but the chaos has to open up for it to be cleansed. It's part of the cleansing. It's almost like, say, if somebody in your bloodline want to say, "Hey, Uncle Earl liked children," or you know what I mean. That's gonna have a ripple effect. So it's something here specific to water about a ripple effect. As soon as you say the word or you put that out there, it's gonna be a lot of other people that follow suit, and they're gonna follow its suit when it comes to like exposure, corruption. Like it's big. So anything that's been done, it's just not important. It's not. You should not have secrets because everything. It's time. Okay, it says he is a valuable ally in times of trouble, rallying the troops and building mighty defenses. He is also a master of camouflage, of deploying his forces and defenses discreetly, so that their full strength is not apparent until they are required. This card shows that restraint is called for to overcome the particular challenge that lies ahead. So it's almost like somebody unintentionally, they didn't know what they was doing. They did not know that whatever this jealousy would lead to their spiritual review. And I'm not trying to be smart by using these words. I'm saying this person is going to be an example for a lot of other people because it's going to be a spiritual review of every personal thing in their life. Hmm, that's wild. I'm gonna just put this card here because this don't need to touch no other card. Somebody, I'm getting overly ambitious. I'm getting jealousy. I'm getting this person specifically, their jealousy is they bothered by somebody that has a pure heart. But that pure heart, like I said, it's something way bigger than just looking at that person as you thinking they're none, you thinking they're goody two shoes. There is something way bigger than them that they have been protecting for other people. They're a very selfless person. I think that's the word. Somebody jealous of a selfless person. That's what it's saying. Selfless. It says concern more with the needs and wishes of others than with one's own. Unselfish. It's an unselfish person. And maybe somebody view water, or somebody that's a water sign views a person as um they view them as the opposite. It's a distortion in somebody's perception. Because they could be feeling whatever it is. I don't know why it's coming out like this, but they could be feeling what the person is protecting instead of feeling that person's nurturing energy. And it would mean that they would have to do spiritual work. And I'm picking up on somebody that does spiritual manipulation. And because of that, their emotions is distorted. They should be asking, why am I jealous of that person? You get what I'm saying? But it's not like you can go over to that person and be like, hey, are you protecting more destruction from coming? Or, I wish I could explain this to y'all, but it's wild. Rebirth. So Phoenix, somebody, what do you call this? I know y'all know what it is. Somebody is having a rebirth. There's nothing that can stop this. Whenever y'all see this card, this person is made to have a death and a rebirth. This is somebody that will look like they're dying, mimicking that they're dying. But what they're doing is giving me an immortal energy. This person has to die and come back, and die and come back. So if a person was perceiving this or judging this right, they would understand that this person had to take many losses emotionally, mentally, and physically to be perceived as something to even be jealous of. You know what I mean? Like, hmm. So a phoenix rises from the ashes. Now I'm getting water and fire, of course, but it's like this is perceived as water, but it's fire. Okay? So that right there is telling me about a glamour spell. It's also got the police inside this card as well. Hmm. I'm hearing slander. I'm hearing holder of all secrets. Hmm. Somebody try to match somebody's energy, but whatever it is, it's distorted. They only want the they only want they only want what a person is portrayed or seen as. They don't want what they went through. We did the same thing with that air energy. That's wild. And it says upheaval. We got this with air as well. Now, as far as the collective, we're gonna be seeing some hot spots as far as locations, cities. Definitely islands, because I picked that up. Islands will be significant, but somebody trying to match somebody's energy, but somebody was confused. They know that now, but it's too late. Yeah, I'm telling you. Somebody was trying to match somebody energy, but they was confused and they know that now. Somebody is not. I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, and I can feel it. Okay. All that y'all need to know with these readings, and I say that all the time, is everything is gonna be revealed. It's no need to hurry up and run, put on your socks, change your phone number, comb your hair. You ain't got to do that. Okay. But like I said, somebody knows now. One person is surviving and the other person is not. It's turmoil all around this person. Somebody might have had something to do with children as well, because children is here, but these children are safe and protected. It's almost like these children are copies of whatever the parents are. Parents, because I'm getting parents for both. But then I'm also getting I'm just giving y'all the channel messages off here. Uh, the the it was a trigger. So the reason that this box is open is because somebody could have went for the parent or parents, but now somebody came for the children, whether you are the child or its offspring. That was the trigger to open up this Pandora's box. I got a deck of cards that I want to get, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna just read this to y'all because, like I said, somebody know now. This is what we call the natural order of things. It's when you do nothing, and a lot of y'all been doing nothing for a while, just minding y'all business, and that's, you know, it is happening. You don't have to do anything, please, because I feel like some of this stuff was done behind y'all back. All this family stuff, obviously, we pulling up because it was done behind your back, and the fact that you didn't know what was going on and you didn't try to intervene is absolutely what saved you. It saved you. So there's destruction around one group. I'm not getting a group. I'm not getting the people. This could be mother or child. It's something here. It's something here about a mother daughter, mother son dynamic, mother son, mother daughter dynamic. It's something here. There's bad energy around somebody's family, and then there's good energy around somebody's family, and it's just basically playing itself out, and you didn't have to do anything. Okay, it says you may feel like you have lost your way, but be patient and a ray of hope will soon appear. It says, Gamagan's totem beast is a pony, gently and willing to let stranded wayfarers ride on her back to shelter. One of Gamagan's main duties. Okay, now see how this under this card, this rebirth card, and it says the Phoenix and it says Gamagan. Somebody knows that now. Somebody was helping somebody. So it's not just about helping one person. You'll help a person and they may not like your help, they may not be ready for your help, but your job is kind of the finder of lost. You're not supposed to take anything personal. The finder of lost children, you just help people without taking whatever their reaction is personal, because you're there to keep them and hold them. Even if you drop them off at a spot, you still advance them forward past whatever they was going through because you did hand holding or gave advice accordingly. But this right here, this person has to do it for other people, so they can't just stay stuck or stay still. Or, they're not taking it personal. That's why they can move forward. It says one of Gamagan's main duties is excuse me, y'all, gentle, willing to let stranded wayfarers ride on her back to shelter. One of Gamagan's main used to used to be to rescue the souls of those who drown at sea and guide them to a place of rest. I see bodies floating in the water. I don't know what that means. It says, likewise, the souls of those who have strayed into limbo, especially suicides. It says, more commonly now, she acts as a guide or a beacon for those who have lost their way in life and fallen into despair, inspiring them with the choices to make their lives meaningful again. So, this could be a person that wakes people up spiritually. You could be the family member that wakes people up spiritually. You could be the one that supports and nurtures people. You get paid for all of that stuff spiritually. And I'm saying somebody didn't know that. Somebody had something confused. It's something here about spiritual ascension. Maybe attacking somebody in spiritual ascension. There's a curiosity of seeing how far they can push a person while they resting or having a rebirth, and all of that stuff is a no-no, which I say all the time. As do I can't pronounce it. Amdusias. Harmony. It says celebration is indicated in the coming together of friends for a common purpose. Amdusias totem is the mystical and elusive unicorn. He can adopt this form in dreams and visions, but he usually appears as a human guise, as a glorious angel. Somebody didn't know that. It's like seeing God in the flesh and don't know, or somebody that was sent by God. Like I said, they got a high purpose. They have a high purpose for humanity. So, like I said, this person is selfless, but it looks like somebody it's a strong love-hate energy with that. Almost like somebody feeling entitled to somebody's nurturing. And I don't know what it is, but it's kind of sick. Like a child is supposed to take care of their mother or father and put their family on the back burner. That's not always guaranteed. You're supposed to set yourself up, and it's not always guaranteed that you might have this. But that's very horrible to ask somebody to put them before the family that you created. There's some wild stuff going on in this reading. It says, he appears as a human guise as a glorious angel whose progress is accompanied by the enchanting music of an invisible orchestra. Like the unicorn, Amdusias favors forests. The trees bend to his command, providing shelter. He brings peace and friendship and signals a time for gathering together like-minded souls for the undertaking of some adventurous new project close to heart. So yeah, I feel like somebody could have been a part of something if they didn't open this up. I don't know what this is, opening this box and stuff like that. I don't know what that is. I think I separated this card because I wanted to know. This was the box energy. I was saying somebody opened up something that was chaotic. And they did it before its time. It's like they wanted to see what the full potential of something was, just to find out that it is what do you call it? Direction. I don't know why I'm saying this stuff. Not direction. It's a time slip. It's giving it to me in a time slip. It's showing me another card, but it's like chaos theory. Y'all gotta look up chaos theory. It's giving me chaos theory on here. It's like somebody tested chaos theory. Destruction will go through them in their life first, but it's going to be a benefit to them, but it's not going to feel that way. And then they'll have the understanding. I don't know if they're going to rejoin humanity, but they're going to at least understand it. Because they don't understand the death and rebirth process. You can't have nothing new unless you get rid of something. That's just how it goes. I had to learn to let go of a lot of things way before I was ready to. I'm like, well, it's gonna get worse if I don't let it go. You know what I'm saying? So I may as well start making peace with it now. It says avoidance. So it's a person, like I said, whoever this person is, they wear a mask. It's like a person that's, you know, up in your face. They got a love-hate energy. That's the best way I can say it. It says it's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but also to overcome it and thrive. That's all they got to find out where the jealousy is stemming from. You know what I mean? Why do they have to be better than somebody? Because it's going to be physically exhausting to them to try to keep up whatever this is, because it's always going to be obstacles that come in a different flesh or a different format. And this particular one is teaching them a lesson about just destroying this mask, taking it off altogether. You know, it's one thing for people to think you jealous, but for it to be known across the board that you jealous, and then I don't know about why, because it's not giving me why, but it's giving me the analogy of this person having to be judged by the death process in their life was, you know, people judging them. That's what's coming up. I'm trying to explain it to y'all because it's like people not gonna be jealous of this person because they losing things, but they will be judged, and they're not gonna be able to keep up a mask or be in front of somebody and be fake with all of the stuff that they got going on. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's gonna lead to a rebirth for this person. Okay, so this person, their jealousy and whatever this mask is, it has to do with they don't want people to know the truth. You can't hide. This person can't hide if they don't have their mask on, or they can't be a fake friend to somebody. You know, you can't love and hate somebody at the same time. And that's a universal law. It's not like we have control over it. That's why I said this person needs this. But this resentment, this stemmed from childhood. That's the truth. If somebody wanted to know, it comes from childhood. They don't like, somebody made them feel as though they had to wear a mask or be fake. And they done it for so long that it became second nature to them. So I explained this, I think, in a air, and it might have been a Gemini reading, but I'm gonna sum it up, y'all. Sorry. Sometimes when people going through a Saturn return, they can't sit still, so they got to be made to sit still. They got to go into confinement, or they got to go into the hospital, or they got to be put on some medication that they got to keep up. Nobody wants to go through that. Nobody wants to be forced through that. So it's like, it's so important for everybody to deal with their emotions, because now we forced to. Neptune and Aries is going to force everybody. It's either a dream, which is pretty, and you can foster that creativity and make it a reality, or it's an illusion. It was never there. All the glamour's fallen. It was a lie. You know, and you're going to see your own energy to the point, all the way up into the point where you cannot deny it. You can't deny it. Nobody's going to be looking at people when we go through this whole phase we're going to go through and say, oh, they probably don't deserve it. They're going to be trying to get away from them people before they can figure it out. Like, I don't know, but I ain't going over there. Okay, it says mysterious shift. That's what I'm saying. Somebody has to go through whatever this process is to even understand. So if this reading was confusing to you, even if you get readings, they won't be cryptic, but it'll feel like they're not talking to you. And that's fine, y'all. Use your discernment, like I always say, but you can't deny what's being shown in your reality. So you know how people hit readings and they say, I claim it or I don't claim it. You know what I mean? It's not a matter of that. Don't even worry about that. Once you turn off the screen and get rid of all of that, you fact out, is it this, is it that? You cannot deny that there is some emotions that you have that's rooted that goes all the way back that you're gonna have to fix because you can't hide. It's like somebody wanting to hide and can't. And there's somebody that's just like so pissed because whatever this is taking place. They don't have a mask. They can no longer look like that. They can no longer look like they would like to look behind the scenes. A persona does not work for this person anymore. They're jealous. They don't like a person to talk to them, and it's not even about putting them in their place. This person does not like to be told about things that are true, things that they need to heal, because now they got to feel it. And most of the time when I do water signs, it's because a person make them feel. They don't want to feel because they feel all the time. But if you want to fix those things, even if you don't want to fix them, you have a choice or whatever. Somebody has, okay. This is going to move y'all from self-doubt. Self-doubt is going to make things very clear. Like I said, it's going to show up in your reality. It's a legal issue here for somebody. Somebody want to know how somebody got free. And there's another person here that ran. They run from their feelings. It keep coming up. They run from their own feelings. I don't know. Too much. Feel like I want to get some more cards for y'all, but I think we're done. Somebody is having a rebirth because it's supposed to happen. One person they balance their sides. They don't have anything to hide. You can try all you want, but it's going to show up. It's almost like some roadblock is going to be up for people that's trying to prove other people wrong when they still got stuff that they need to do. And I ain't do this for the other signs, but I'm going to pull one from here. I just want to look, y'all. I'm curious. I'm hearing somebody want to just keep somebody talking. Somebody just want to keep somebody talking, and that's not going to solve the problem because it's still going to show up. Like, this is anger, which anger didn't come up. Jealousy came up more. Somebody's mad that somebody get a new start. That's what I'm saying. Whatever this is, I don't know. This is somebody lurking in the shadows and being upset. And nobody knows they upset. Only they know they upset. And y'all got somebody that, and y'all ain't gonna miss a beat. If I said something about, I don't even feel slander. I think that was the other reading, but it's like, this is something happening just with one person in their separate body. They just like, they don't like a person. It's not even that they mad that they having a rebirth, but they think that somebody is faking it. Like, oh, you're not healed. You goody two shoes. No, the person is really who they are. They was holding all of this, protecting all of these people from hurting themselves. By like I was saying with this, like giving them a way out of whatever their pain is, taking them deep inside their pain so they can sort it out and let the things go and not take it personal. But you got a lot of people that take it personal, and now they gotta be forced to look at that. That's the only way they can heal. So that's it, water, earth, like, God.